Anyway, our South West of England reporter Jeff Moody joins me now from a picket line at North Devon District Hospital in Barnstaple. Jeff, it's slightly quieter than the last time I went to you. It was like a carnival earlier, and now it's on the come down. Oh,
it is a little quieter, yeah, as the day wears on, but people are still hooting their horns at regular intervals. I've managed to catch up with another couple of nurses to talk to. First of all, Sue, who is a retired nurse. Sue, thank you very much indeed for agreeing to talk to me. The worst day of strike action in the NHS's 75-year history, with both the nurses and the ambulance drivers on strike today. How does that make you feel?
A mixture of sad, frustrated, angry, and a little bit of pride to say that nurses are strong enough to come out and say enough is enough. We're not prepared to put up with this any longer.
If you, people now who have problems with, say, teaching strikes, they'll lose a day's education. With tube strikes and train strikes, their commute to work will be shot to shreds. But with this particular strike, it's people's lives that you're talking about. If you found out that someone today had lost their life because they couldn't get the service they needed, would you still feel proud?
No, I'd be devastated for the family and for that patient. But the fact is that the safety of patients is put at risk every day at the moment because there aren't enough staff to look after them. And if we carry on like this, there will never be enough staff to look after them. The first thing we've got to do is look at fair pay for nurses to be able to increase the number of staff in the hospitals and in the community to look after the patients. And I'm going to be one of those patients for the future, so that's why it's important to me.
OK, Donna, you're a retired nurse. You left and then you've recently just come back into the profession. We're hearing that when you add pensions to the amount of money that nurses get, it averages out at something like £64,000, which is a fairly significant amount. Give me some idea what it's like in there on a day-to-day basis working for the NHS.
It's hard sort of for all the nurses that are working there. Sort of it's relentless. They do take a lot of pride in what they do. They want to give sort of the highest standards of care to their patients, but they're having to sort of share that time amongst so many more patients. It's the pressure sort of on a daily basis that they're dealing with that makes it so difficult.
So for you, it's about the working conditions. Sue, just back to you. £64,000, when you include all of the pensions as well and the other benefits, is a fairly significant amount. And the government is saying, look, we'd love to give you a lot more money. We're very grateful for the job that you've done, but there just isn't any more money in the coffers.
Yeah, but that's not true, because nurses working full-time pay a lot of money in taxes. They contribute every day to the wealth of this country. And obviously, if they were paid more, they would be contributing more towards their own pay and their own pension. And they contribute towards that pension anyway. So it's not a reward, a delayed reward in the way that it's identified now. It's actually something that nurses contribute, and all NHS workers contribute to. So making the excuses that there's not enough money is not true. It's a political ideology that we've suffered for years and years and years. And if there isn't an improved pay award, or a pay award at all, or even the government getting around the table to negotiate, then they're going to lose a lot of experienced nurses, and then where will the service be?
OK, both of you, thank you very much indeed for joining me. Well, there is another ambulance strike on Friday, and nurses will still be out on strike tomorrow too.
Thank you very much, Jeff. Jeff Moody there, just reporting to us on that nurses' strike.